Live right now. Yay!
Wonderful.
All right. Yeah, it took forever, but I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
All right, family. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Shalom. Yeah, it took forever, but I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Why do I have the feedback? Shalom to everybody in the chat.
We hear some getting some feedback, Lisa.
Where's the feedback though? This is my only session open. All right.
We hear some getting some feedback, Lisa.
Where's the feedback though? This is my only session open.
Let's see.
All right.
Get some feedback, Lisa.
Where's the feedback though? This is my only session open.
Lord.
All right. Hold on.
You know we gonna spit fire over here.
Lord. All right. Hold on.
You know we gonna spit fire over here. Oh, what a joke. What a joke. Let me put mine on mute for her.
Queen, are you okay?
Lisa, can you hear me?
Queen, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, because when I took myself off, I wasn't hearing it.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, because when I took myself off, I wasn't hearing it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This is weird. I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm fine. We're getting the same feedback, Lisa, I think.
Okay, because it must be something internal. This is my only session open.
Maybe I'll get off and I'll come back.
Okay. Okay, because it must be something internal. This is my only session open.
Okay, I'll leave. Maybe I'll get off and I'll come back.
Okay. Okay, because it must be something internal. This is my only session open. Okay. I don't hear any feedback now. So I don't think that was coming on my end, but let's see what happens when True Royal come back on. That's okay. We'll get it together. Okay. Okay.
Hello?
I don't hear it now.
Okay, good. Okay. We're good.
That was because, like I said, I don't have nothing else open. It's the only thing I have open.
Oh, yeah. They know we get ready to spit fire, so they want to talk a little bit.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. We are live, and I just want to make sure everybody can hear us okay in the chat. Let's see. All right, y'all.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Losing some precious time here. The devil is definitely busy. Okay, family. We're just going to, touch on the recent events that happened and some of the things the trolls came in here and had the audacity to say and put in comment sections. First of all, they seriously believe that we don't know what the current events are. And some of them got upset over my live stream giving a bio of the general. And now I did that because I didn't know who the hell this man was. I've seen his picture, but that doesn't mean I knew anything about him. So that's why I did his bio. And they came doing the usual stuff. Oh, he's evil. Oh, he's a killer. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. As if they're none of those things, right? So that was just the whole idea, is so we understand and know who Trump killed. Because I don't think most of us even knew a lot about this man. So, oh, we need to unite. We need to be together. You know, oh, they may group together in that region and come after the U.S. I don't care. Do you care, Queen? do you care? And do you think we need to unite with the people?
No.
This time?
No, y'all, you know what? See, we didn't heard this crap before. Now, I remember during 9/11, they were scared to death, running up in them churches, and let's unite. But it took them about 3 weeks, and they was back to their greasy, dusty ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, today they're having the funeral for the general that was killed, and you got white folks over there being dusty, grimy, and greasy, and those are the very ones that want to unite. And it even made me think about what my uncle was telling me when he was in Vietnam. Now, my uncle, you know, he was raised down south, so when they on their way, everybody a sack full of niggas, they John Wayne and everything. They said when they hit Vietnam and they smelt that death, the bitch showed up. And it was a lot of them brothers was over there in charge, because them white boys, they were scared to death and stuff. But why are we going to unite now? And you can tell, you can hear the fear in Trump's voice. You can hear the fear in a lot of their voices, you know, and Esau is something else. They want to continue to be greasy and grimy. And then you have a need for us, the very people that you say that are heathens, the very people that you say that got a low IQ and all that. We're not fully, we're not capable of doing any of these things.
Mm-hmm.
No. You don't need shit from us.
Right.
All you need to do is leave us alone.
Exactly.
Go fight your own damn wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been around these people for 400 years, and we did not start not nary war up in here. Not one. Not one. But the war has certainly been brought to us for those straight 400 years. Now, this is the way I see it. If we can't be free up in this bitch, if we can't get reparations up in here, and we can't be left alone, don't come and ask us to get on nobody's goddamn front line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 400 years of oppression, but every time something goes down, here they come.
Mm-hmm.
We need to unite. We need to, they may come and attack us. They're going to come and attack you. Okay, because we didn't do nothing to those folks.
Mm-mm. And those people know that. See, they see the thing about the enemy, they always identify themselves as very superior, and they have this thing in them where they're looking down at folks, and they don't think that these people are capable. What they talk about, you know, the word what Trump used, shithole. You can't underestimate folks.
Oh, Queen, tell them what Trump said out on Twitter.
He said out on Twitter, okay, this is how it went down. When I was reading on the Black Atlantic Star, Black Twitter was dragging Trump, and he got tired of people putting our folks putting up memes of World War III and all of that. And I'm not saying it verbatim. I had to pull it up, but he basically demand for us to stop doing that, or that he was gonna send us over there for the war.
You hear that, y'all?
Mm-hmm. And
he ain't sending us no fucking where.
Sure ain't. And
sit this one out, brothers and sisters. Sit this one out.
You know what,
when
Lisa?
It goes down, this is white folks' business.
You know what that made me think of, Lisa? You know what that made me think of? When you had me to listen to that operatic song, and they're singing to us, telling us to stay out of their affairs.
Mm-hmm.
We have to learn how to be obedient. But we're gonna see some of our folks partake in that.
Oh yeah. We see Tatiana's brother. I love my country. Well, good. Get your black ass on out there, because none of us are joining you.
Mm-hmm.
Go right ahead. But the bottom line is, after 400 goddamn years of oppression, we need to stop shedding our blood for this country. If they're not going to treat us right, then why would you be out there fighting? We now need to save ourselves.
Yeah.
We are in the fight of our survival. We need to attend to our business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you gonna put us on the front line?
Mm-hmm.
Where's our fucking reparations?
Yeah. I need my
Where's
coin.
our reparations?
Mm-hmm.
No, don't talk to me about no war.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, black people, I'm telling you, spread the word. Stay out of this shit.
Yeah.
Stay out of it.
Yeah. Take care of your immediate, and that's why I repeat myself. Take care of your immediate situation. Collectively, the people that you can reach out and touch in your individual households. Set up some type of code with your own individual family. And I read some of the comments that y'all put on my channel. Yeah, stock up on some water, get some little extra stuff just in case, and this is where we have to learn how to be selfish and worry about our own only. And we really need to talk to our folks. We really need to sit down and talk to our folks.
Yes.
And just deal with our immediate situation. That's why I repeat myself so much.
Exactly.
Because I wanted to click.
Thank you, Demetrius. Y'all, please. I looked at some of the news yesterday, and even an article came out of fear of young people being drafted into this next upcoming war. No, we don't respond to no draft. We don't respond to nothing. This ain't our war. This ain't our war. And I want you all, especially those of you that are on a spiritual level, remember this final war, people ain't coming back. The armies are going to be killed off. You send your child or your brother or your uncle or your father out there, they're not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? No. Look, we fought in every single war for the last 400 years. It is now time to walk away. We're still not free.
Mm-mm.
We still got people trying to dog us out. Look, these fat, middle-aged, dykey, androgynous looking women keep coming up to our folks on the street with them damn cell phones calling the cops.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, them androgynous, good haircut women, always coming up trying to start some drama and call the police on us over a bunch of nothing.
Yeah, because they still want to. They still want to do like they did when we were in slavery. I've been listening to this audio book that this sister put together, and actually she's a professor up here in California, and it's called "We Were Her Property," and she talks about white women owning us, and they said during that time, in the percentile level, it was 40% of white women that had slaves too, and the level of cruelty was way worse than the white man. In fact, a lot of them white men had to stop her ass.
Yes.
From jumping on us. And never forget this. I always knew this. The number one death during slavery was white women stumping our royal babies to death.
Yes. And I can tell you what she's saying is true. And thank you, W.J. Luckett. I can tell you what True Royal is saying is the truth. When I was 16 years old, one of my uncles died, and we went to the cemetery, and that was the first time I was ever in a slave cemetery. She took me in the back where the slaves were. The one thing that blew me away was the amount of children that were back there.
Mm-hmm.
There were babies, toddlers, teens, you name it. It was a lot of babies back up in there. And I was like, why are there so many kids? But when you hear what True Royal is saying, it had to be true.
Mm-hmm.
All them babies weren't back there for no reason. They were killed.
Yeah. And they would talk. And then the excuse was, she would get in such a state, a fit, that she just couldn't control her damn self. No, she was mad. Because think about this. We out there in the cotton fields, picking cotton, sweaty, nasty, dirty. She smelled like a field of flowers. And he waiting for her ass to go to sleep. And he thinking about going down to the slave quarters to go up in one of us. She resented that, you know.
A lot of times, I know from my family, they told me a lot of times when some of them biracial babies were born, them white women would take them babies and immediately drown them because they knew those babies came from their husbands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, no, you know, they have not done anything to make their wrongs right. And we know they're never going to get to that point. It don't take 400 years to get there. Thank you, Mr. Pirate Brain. It don't take 400 years to get there. Mm-hmm. So the bottom line is they don't want to make things right. We know that. And keeping that in mind, no, why should you go out of your way to do something for them? Especially the biggest ultimate sacrifice, give your life up? No, no, we can't be thinking like that anymore.
No, we can't. And see, this goes back to that this Becky, she wants to keep this thing going. She's the catalyst to a lot of these things. You know, like there was a video that I had put up a few months ago where this one of our royal sons threw a gun wrapper or something in the bushes, and this Becky is screaming, "Get on your knees, crawl and pick it up," and stuff. And they want to go back to them damn ways. And it gets clearer and clearer. There's a lot of us, because I keep encouraging this with us being chosen, that I said we're empathic. I know that we can get visions, but I know that we have been so affected by the system that we are put in a state of survival. And when I got that message, that wasn't a vision. When our father said that she would be the first to get my wrath, and me and Lisa was talking about it earlier, we can clearly see it now. Like with the situation with Amber Geiger, 30 years ago, you wouldn't have seen that bitch on no witness stand. Now, even though we didn't get the full justice or anything like that, just the fact that she was convicted and locked up, there's a crack in their system. And I knew something was wrong because I was listening to a video Lisa did 2 years ago. And that was the one that you said that there were more white women going to jail. So I got to thinking, oh, damn. I said, okay, if more and her go in jail, 9 times out of 10, he has the money to bail her ass out. He tired of her. Probably go drop them damn kids off at her mama, pack his shit and go to another state. There are some things going on in their communities. And when we seen those 2 videos the other day when them fat ass old Beckys was out there screaming and hollering, them bitches is alone. They alone. Look at them. Nobody don't want them. They tired of them. They tired of them.
Men are not marrying them like they used to, y'all. That's why you see so many of them fat, ugly women with the cell phones coming up on our people. Those white men are not marrying them like they did years ago. Any of those Beckys are in those houses by themselves.
Yeah. In fact, my oldest son went to some little event when he was in college. And some of these Ivy League colleges came together, and he was talking to some of these white boys, and they were from wealthy families. And they told them straight up, they don't want no white girl. They said she's full of drama. She wants to get pregnant and attached to you. And the one thing that the common denominator that I've been hearing from some of these white men is that she's always falling apart, and you know how they go fall apart and they have the tears and they trembling. Don't show no strength. But on the flip side of that, the bitch want to be greasy and grimy and nasty. You don't know who gonna show up with her. So again, because I know some of these Beckys are listening, you a barren bitch and you have no value in your community. So when you don't have no value in your community, your man naturally is going to look elsewhere to plant his seed.
Right, Mr. Pirate Brain, you're right. MGTOW, that was started by white men. Mm-hmm. Men Go Your Own Way, that was started by white men. So that tells you how many of them feel about their women now. I mean, things are changing. They are changing fast. And the bottom line is we need to take a seat and stay out of their way. Mm-hmm. What is going on between Trump and Iran and Israel, Syria, whoever else is none of our business. And we don't make it our business. Mm-hmm. Okay? Until this country can do the right thing for us, there is no war on our minds. Mm-hmm. And don't give up nobody in your family to fight these wars. Mm-hmm. We don't have nothing to do with it. Stay out of it.
Lisa, would you give that message that you gave to us, I think like 2 years ago, about minding our business? I just like the way you gave it to us.
No, what I was saying was from now on, stay out of anything that you see them involved in. So if you go in the store and you see a little lost white child, you just keep shopping. Get your shit done and get out of there. Don't get involved with nothing. Stay away from these folks. They are always trying to fight. Because, let me tell you, one of my cousins, when she pulled into a Walmart down there in Georgia, there was a woman on the ground that got mugged. She got out of her car to help this woman up. Do you know this bitch accused my cousin of doing it to her? And I told her, I said, you should have never went over there. Mm-hmm. You should have took your ass in the store and mind your own business. These folks are not our problems.
Mm-mm. Mind your own damn business. I took heed to that. I'm real good at taking direction and correction and all of that. It ain't none of our business. None of our business. Mm-mm.
Right. Okay. No, and think about this too. Are they concerned about missing Black kids? You don't hardly hear about missing Black children. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Trina, you're right about that. I remember that incident a couple of months ago. She was in a store. Some Becky looked like she was upset or crying about something. And she just said, you okay? You all right? And she turned around here and I think she called her a nigga bitch.
Yes, she did.
Called her a nigga bitch. Mm-hmm. But this is how my father raised me. My father told me, don't acknowledge their presence at all. Don't ever be the first to speak to them. In fact, I take it a step further. I'm going to tell you how far I take this. I walk around like I'm very superior and very royal. If anybody got a cat, you can learn from your damn cat. Because them motherfuckers walk around they're anal. And I don't acknowledge them. And it bothers them. It bothers them. You don't acknowledge. And then what I taught my children, like somebody, they'll ask you, oh, how you doing? I'm doing excellent. In fact, I'm doing grand today. They'll look at you like, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm serious about that shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Start demonstrating your
business. I don't care if they're lost and they're trying to ask you for directions. Just tell them you don't know. Let them move on. Seriously, y'all. Mm-hmm. Let them move on.
Yeah. Yeah. Like my husband, he said, get the fuck out of my way. That man, he'll cuss him out in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I do that all the time. Sometimes they'll be only a block away from where they need to be. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll tell y'all something real funny if y'all want to laugh. When I was still working, I was working in San Francisco down on the Embarcadero. And I was working directly up under the Bay Bridge. I'm saying that for a reason. I kid you not. Some white people drove up in a station wagon. It was a bunch of them, and you could tell they didn't belong here. Do you know them people asked me, where was the Bay Bridge? And I just took my finger and pointed up. And they looked up like I be damn, and we was rolling. You looking for the fucking bridge, and it's right up there. I was like, these people are slow. Mm-hmm. All that shit was funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
man. Do you know how to get on the Bay Bridge? Yeah, look up there.
Mm-hmm. You know the sad part, y'all. I had to come to this conclusion that we're talking about right now. Somebody in my family fought in every damn war in this country. Mm-hmm. And then I looked around, I was like, look at the state that the Black community is in. And I know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people out here who have family members that been in all of these damn wars.
Yeah, probably pretty much all of us, yes, been in every damn war.
And just look at how our soldiers, Black soldiers I'm talking about, were treated during the revolution, during the time when they were trying to win their freedom, their independence. They promised these Black slaves, oh, if you fight with us, we'll give you your freedom. What happened? They put them back on the plantation.
They really want you to go back. They want to go there. They want you to fight this shit, and then they want to go back to fucking business.
Back on the plantation and refuse to set you free. And then during the Korean and the Vietnam War, the Korean War, World War I, World War II, what happened? Our men came back and they got lynched in their damn uniforms.
Now I see somebody, I ain't gonna say your name. Don't feel shame because you joined the military or anything like that. Because you got to think about the system that we in. You can't get no damn work.
That's right.
You can only do what you can do. And this is how I take it. You know some things. I'll just put it like that. I'm gonna stay on code right now. You know some things. So look at it like that. You know, you come away with some knowledge. Okay? That's it and that's all. But don't feel shame because you got to do what you got to do to eat and put food on the table. There's so many of people even my family that was in the military.
I got some that are serving right now.
Yeah.
I got some family members serving right now.
You gotta eat, damn it. And they put the system like that. Because I often say, this is something that I often ask our kings. And I've said to our kings, I said, if there was no obstacles in your way, and the enemy truly lay their swords down completely, where would you be? And you should see how they went.
Now, during World War II, Black soldiers also went in those concentration camps and liberated those Jews. When they got back home, they were told they were not allowed to celebrate with the white soldiers marching through the streets. They were not allowed to celebrate. They were not allowed to be part of it. Remember the GI Bill? When that first came out, they completely excluded Black soldiers.
Sure did. And then I even heard like when they prisoners of wars, they would treat them better than the Black folks.
Well, they said, especially during the Civil War, many of you know this, Black people that were captured were not allowed to be prisoner of war. If they caught you, you were dead. They'd pump a bullet in your head, you were dead. They would not allow Black soldiers that fought in the Civil War to be a prisoner of war. Only white soldiers could be that. So that being said, many of you that are in the military, you know exactly what I'm saying. Racism is still rampant in all of these branches of the military. You all know that. White soldiers get promoted over Black soldiers that are way better than them all the time.
So you know,
we paid our dues in this country. As far as I'm concerned, services rendered.
Rendered.
Another goddamn thing up in here, especially our lives.
And get upset with us because when we work, we want to get paid correctly. We want full benefits and all of that. Because I know, because I work with a lot of Mexicans, and they was like, "Well, all y'all do is complain." I said, "Oh Lord, they really think them people they learning. They really think them people like them because they let them work. Yeah, because you work for nothing,
right?
You know, you work for nothing. It don't make no damn sense. You'll work for free." When I worked on construction sites, it was ridiculous what them dudes would do. They would work through lunch. they would work when it was time off, and they wouldn't even get that time off. They'll wait for them to tell you, oh, okay, it's time to take lunch. Oh, it's okay, it's time to take time to go home. When it was time for lunch, I set my ass down. I ain't doing all of that, playing all them damn games. You didn't get nothing out of it.
No.
And they had to learn the hard way. And they sit up here and play like it's so bad in their damn country. And then when them white boys start shooting at their ass, they didn't pack their shit and bounce and went right back to their country. See, we can't go. We don't have nowhere to go. We got to deal with this shit.
That's right. That's right. And we're like trapped animals. You know, they can go wherever they want because they got the resources. They've had the resources for hundreds of years. We don't have that. And in many cases, our people are trapped wherever you are. It's not like you can pack a bag and just bounce. We can't do that.
No, we in this damn cesspool. So this is what I was thinking, so I won't lose my train of thought, because it'd be really nice to have another hangout next weekend this time. When folks is going back to work and folks is going back to school, watch how these fucking ass white people act and start trying to pick you. They're going to start to pick you. And just let them do all the talking, because they want to know where you stand on certain situations.
Right. They're going to try to butter you up and make it seem like it's we this and we that. And oh, and we need to come together. Oh, we need to get behind Trump. We need to.
That's what you're going to hear. And then another thing, these Mexicans that keep coming to our channel, get your ass on. You're not us. I seen you over here on Lisa's channel, and you've been on my damn channel too with that weed shit. What you all this weed shit for? Ain't it amazing they know where our channels is?
Yeah.
When something popping off, get your ass on. I'm sick of y'all.
And you know the funny part about that too, Queen? Some of these Mexicans are in the military and their asses have been deported. They've been deported.
They didn't fight a whole war.
But they will still hate on us at the end of the day.
I said that to a Mexican dude. I said, we ain't took your country or anything like that. I said, we didn't put no fence and wall up, because over here in California where I live, yes, a lot of Mexicans and stuff. So they native to all of this stuff. And I said, look at how they do y'all. Did we do that to you? But you're angry with us. We ain't did shit to you.
Right.
But you're angry with us. What did we do to you? They can't answer it.
And the worst part is when they come here, right? Where do they go? In the Black communities, in the Black communities. And then they come with their fucked up attitudes, trying to be nasty to us. And the worst part is, it's everybody that comes like that. Them damn Iraqis come over here and they're nasty to us. Those Palestinians, they come and they're nasty. Everybody that comes here want to cop an attitude with the Black community, and we ain't done a damn thing to none of these damn people.
But let them get a nigga moment, and they'll come and confide in you. We don't do no free counseling. Even white folks will do that too. I know that at work a lot. They'll get a nigga moment too at work, and they'll come and confide in you. There's nothing, like my dad said when he was working, he said only thing he talked about at work was sports. He didn't talk about nothing else, because they're trying to pick you. We don't do no free counseling. We don't comfort them or nothing like that. Because I used to see them white boys, they would fight like cats and dogs and then confide in you about them. It ain't none of your business, because what they'll do a week or so later, they'll be hanging at the bar, or they'll fight the same day.
Thank you.
Get down like we get down.
Chauncey Jones, thank you. That's exactly what we need to tell these people when they come to us talking about we need to come together. We need to do that. Hold your own damn nuts.
There you go.
Hold your nuts, because we ain't started shit. And we've already gone above and beyond fighting in all these previous wars, and nothing ever changes for us. We have lived in this country with hardly no resources. We are always the ones with the highest unemployment. We are always the ones being targeted by the police. Nobody is being mass incarcerated up in this bitch but us. But when it comes down to fighting wars and dying, oh, you know who we are now? Fuck that. No, we don't respond to that. Hold your damn nuts.
Yeah, I guarantee you, them suckers. I'm telling you, them suckers on Monday morning gonna be jaw jacking. I really want to hear the feedback.
They are. They're gonna be kissing up to us, especially if they know this thing is not going to ramp down and it's going to escalate more, which I'm expecting.
Oh yeah, it is because
more.
Yeah, this is major. This is really major. When the more I do research about this guy, that's all I can say.
I tell you what, any of you that went on that live stream today of the funeral, them white folks were over there acting a fool in the comments, in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen the stuff, calling those Iranian men beta males, laughing at them when they were crying and in pain, talking about USA over there, Trump killed such and such, ha 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 ha. Oh, they were doing, you should have seen the way they were cutting up over there.
Had they little emojis of popcorn and all of that. Yeah.
They were taking pure joy. But see, we've seen them do this in the past. When you learned about those lynchings, what did we do? Now, the first time I seen a lynch body, y'all, was in Ebony magazine when I was a child.
It disturbed
and what do you see? You see the black man up in the tree, right? And you see a sea of smiling white faces on the ground.
I remember
all around his body. They take joy in our pain. They take joy in watching us die and suffer.
Mm-hmm.
They take joy in that shit.
I remember I seen a picture of one where it's a little Becky standing there looking at one and smiling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And all they did was just show us they're still like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're still like that. When somebody's in pain, when somebody's hurting, they're right there to laugh and make mockery of it.
And you know what? I was doing some research about, I think their pineal gland is probably about 80% calcified.
Yeah.
And they were saying because of that pineal gland being like that, they don't have empathy for other people's pain and plight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They're not made up like us.
No.
Mm-mm. But they're gonna pick us. They're gonna pick us because the question that I ask people often, especially people that were
there's a reason why for that, Queen. Let me just tell you guys one thing. See, They love the immigrants. And when the immigrants come over here, thank you, W.J. Luckett. When the immigrants come over here, they put them above us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when things go down, them immigrants are going to hop the plane and go right back to where they came from. That's what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go home. But who's going to be left standing here? Black folks. And they know it.
Mm-hmm.
They know it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they don't. I mean, how how they're looking at this country now is it's like, well, I'm gonna get whatever I'm gonna get out of this country and then go on back home. They don't want to set up housekeeping up here no more.
No, they sure don't. Thank you, Sean, from the from the Chai. Oh, from Chicago. Oh yeah. All right. But you're right. You're right. But see, those immigrants, it's all about money being here. That's really what it's all about. They don't have no real true connection with this country at all.
Yeah.
Where we are deeply ingrained in it because of everything we've gone through.
Yeah. And then so they're looking at this country like, oh, America is doomed.
Right.
Because they're looking at this shit on the world stage. Now we're getting information lightning speed, literally in real time. But it was a question that I wanted to ask because I'm so far away from New York and the people that were closer. The question I always asked was, how was the enemy acting after 9/11?
Oh, I can tell you how they were acting around me. Okay. They were pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I was sitting around them at work and they were saying things like, you know what? I ain't giving them Arabs none of my money. If I pull into a gas station and I don't see black people and white people there and I just see them, I'm leaving. Oh, now it's okay for it to be black people there, huh? But that's how they were talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long that crap lasts?
It didn't last long at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was even telling the people I was around, I said, don't get used to this. They're going to go right back to the way they were treating us before. And sure enough, they did.
But they
went right back to it. I was like, I knew that was temporary.
But they sure get scared quick because the reporters I've been listening to, the inflections in their voice is different. It's like anybody that do a lot of singing like I do, you can pick up those type of things, or if you got a good ear for music, you can hear the inflections in their voices. It's just different. And then that picture that I showed of Trump, don't he look whoa out? Mm-hmm. His ass look whoa out.
All right, y'all, look, something just popped across my screen. Rockets hit Baghdad green zone. Now the green zone is where the Americans are.
Oh, they call
and an air base where U.S.-led coalition forces are stationed.
That happened today?
Have no reported casualties right now, and this came from the Iraqi officials. So they're already shooting missiles at a military base where U.S. soldiers are. I just got this 26 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I had a feeling, Lisa, that they want to get things popping immediately. I didn't think that they was going, just, lay back for a couple of days. They want to get it popping now.
Yeah.
And this country, how can I put it? This country like during wartime, this country will go over to other countries and desecrate other people's countries. And we should see the shit that they just leave over in other people's countries. How horrible. And then what they'll do is they'll say, okay, we're running a campaign, and they'll show that they're dropping bombs and stuff. And that looks real clean from afar. It's people dying,
mm-hmm.
And then they want you to think that, just some soldiers was dying. No, people, women, children, old folks, sick, all of that kind of stuff. It's nasty how this country get down. And people are sick of America. America been shitting on countries for years. And I'm just looking at how everything has come to a head. And America has finally arrived that the precision of our father, I keep talking about this precision of him. 6,000 years is over. Mm-hmm. And they got a fool as a president running this stuff. And he picked somebody that's extreme. Where, like I said,
and now he's being clowned out everywhere he goes.
By his own.
By
his own.
Mm-hmm.
When they was mocking him a couple of weeks ago, he was in his feelings. And I'm like, look at this. You thin skin. You the number one troll.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a mockery. And so, like I said, people are extreme with this dude. Either you extremely like him or you extremely hate him and stuff. And they look at him as, this is the leader of America.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump got this way of making people feel some kind of way where his ass go overseas. What do he do every time he go overseas? Fuck up.
Yeah, and leave early. Thank you, Rain Love. Thank you. Yeah, and he leaves early. Everywhere he goes, he leaves whatever meeting or summit or event. He can't stay like the other leader. He's always cutting out of there all early and just making everybody look bad. He makes the country look bad.
He doesn't represent this country well at all. He can't do one simple ass task. It's like you give him a piece of paper. All you got to do is just walk across the street and hand it to them people. That's all you got to do, Trump. That's all you got to do. He'll fuck that up.
Yeah.
He's too preoccupied with having battles with people on Twitter.
Exactly.
This dude is a security risk.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even give him sensitive documents anymore.
Queen, we got more people in here. We got 734 people.
Damn.
No. I want you to repeat what Trump said on Twitter.
Okay, let me go back. I'll go back and read it. Let me pull it back up. I already got it over here. I have it all ready. I hadn't even read it yet. Let me see here. Oh, here it is. Trump said, I demand that Black Twitter stop making memes about World War III because I'm sending all y'all over there.
So he's talking about he's going to send all of Black America over to the Middle East to do the fighting. You hear that bullshit? This came from Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no, we ain't fighting shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Yeah, he don't like it. It was Dre. You know how y'all know how it is over there on Black Twitter. We slay over there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, T. Taylor. Thank you. This man done drafted Dodge 5 times with fucking bone spurs, okay? But he gonna send our people there who has nothing to do with anything going on in the Middle East? Oh no, honey. We stand on this firm just like we stand on reparations firm.
Mm-hmm.
You damn right, hood mistress. Fuck you, Trump. You damn right.
You gonna threaten us? No, you send your little sorry ass kids.
Send them kids that you got.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna send our people over there to do the fighting. He can kiss my ass.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, mentioning his children, he ain't even out of office yet, and they already despising that family, throwing shit at them, cussing them out, giving them the cold shoulder. These people don't fully realize what they gonna deal with.
Yes.
Once he's fully up out of this office, they're gonna blame the Trump family for everything, every downfall that ever happened in this country hereforth. Because he keeps wanting to bring up Obama. That Obama shit ain't working. You the fucking leader, Trump.
That's
and
right.
You got your old dumbass kids up there because he always want to prance his daughter and come to these different meetings. That bitch don't know what's going on.
No, she don't. And you got to also look at the mindset of this country. Nobody gets targeted more by the police than us. You know how happy it would make them if they could cart the Black community off to the war? Oh, they get to kill more of us off. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. We ain't fighting nothing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yes, it has come down to this.
Mm-mm.
You know, right. Let those white supremacist group go over there. They like to fight. They're all out in Charlottesville fighting. Good.
Yeah.
Send them over there so they can fight a real
war. They want to be Billy Badass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Send them over there.
Mm-hmm.
They got plenty in their own community that can go. Send them damn opioid addicts that you're trying to protect.
Yeah, there you go.
Throw them on the front line. Get them out there. They're not working. They're not doing nothing with their lives anyway, but being high. Throw them over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they ain't nothing but a parasite to this fucking country. They want people to take care. They want us to walk around with a Norcan when one of them motherfuckers fall out. I'm telling you straight, if you fall out in front of me, your ass gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Yeah, they did that in my state. Last year, free Narcan, all the pharmacies. You walk in there, they putting free Narcan in your hand.
They walk in the neighborhoods. I seen them on 60 Minutes one night, and me and my husband was watching that, and he said, "What is this about?" I said, "This is what I've been telling you. Lisa's been telling us about this." He got to watching that, and they going through there demonstrating how you do it and how to use the Narcan. He said, "Oh my goodness."
Well, it's because their police, their EMTs, their fire department, they're tired of going on these runs and reviving these people. So they're trying to get the public in on it now. You know, you can help them out with their junkies. But hell, who helped us out during the crack epidemic?
No,
Did you see anybody coming around? And Narcan existed during the crack epidemic. That shit came out in the 70s.
Yeah. See, it's some of us in here. We remember when there was no crack, and what we went. That was hard to watch, Lisa. I'm still affected by that one.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of family members and people that I know that's still messed up behind that stuff. But I mean, I remember on nightly news, they would do them crack raids and break into houses. That was a form of entertainment and stuff. Now,
and now they got emaciated looking, because when they were on that crack, they didn't eat. So a lot of them damn near look like famine victims. Mm-hmm. Oh, they loved it. And then what did they do? Call our kids crack babies.
Yeah. Now, now they got so-called legalized shooting galleries where I couldn't believe when I did a video about it, where you go in this place, they'll give you what you need so you can get high, then you go off in a little booth, do your thing, And then you can, while you toe up, you can go to the lounge area. They got a little food over there, some cookies and coffee. And you can watch TV and be strung out. I said, ain't this a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
And our folks was fucked up. And then I remember a lot of grandparents.
And before you get to that next point, hold that thought, Queen. And I want you always to remember one big important thing. How many people go to jail for killing us unarmed, whether it's a citizen or cop? Okay. For that reason alone, you should not want to go out there and fight.
There you go. That speaks volumes, Lisa. That speaks volumes. That really do. Because I can't imagine having a legalized crack house where you can suck on the pipe all day and somebody there will watch you if you know.
Safe injection sites, they call them. Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine that. And you know what? What they're saying is to babysit the enemy. But see, this goes back to something that I constantly repeat. I said, we've been won the war. And see, the enemy is showing you that deep in their subconscious, there's some things they don't want to deal with. And they rather go out in a blaze of glory. See, they want us to confront life, deal with reality, hold your feet to the fire and all of that. And see, that's what Esau is going to have to deal with as we speak. Now their feet is going to be held to the fire. They going to have to deal with reality. And that's why you're going to see these motherfuckers having meltdowns in the street and they're going to give up. I know they game.
Yeah.
And they want everybody to babysit them and take care of them and all these type of things like that. Your motherfucking ass will rot if you're around me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't helping you at all.
And how many of us have got relatives in our families that have been mistreated or framed, or a cop wrote out some lie on a police report? Some of it happened to some of us. It happened to some of our families, loved ones. Look, it doesn't happen so much in the Black community. We know people directly and indirectly the shit doesn't happen to that we could probably sit here and name all day long.
That's why when they be throwing up, oh, so-and-so went to jail, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like that's supposed to make me think a different way. That's still my people. That's still my people. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Neither do I.
I'm going to tell you, when I can see the shit go down, I ain't seen shit. I don't know shit or anything. I'm not telling on my people. No. And then they want us to, like I said, these people don't care. We are fair, balanced, and objective. We're really good at that. We really know how to put stuff to the side. I'm not fair, balanced, and objective. That's why I put extreme titles and stuff. I can see clearly what's going on, and our folks can be wrong. That didn't happen.
Right. And I get sick of that too. You know, we look, we done been through enough. Now, if you're going to protect something, protect your family, protect your kids and the people that you know love and care about you. These motherfuckers don't give a shit about us. They go out of their way to let us know they don't give a damn about us. I ain't shed no blood for them.
And to let you know that how they get down, I did experiments on my channel where you clearly see something we did ain't cool. And I'm gonna say the opposite. Oh, two wrongs don't make a right. Your ass do that all the time.
Right.
Now it's time for us to be fair.
It's just like Tamir Rice, right? When he got killed. Oh, well, he's 12? Oh, he looked like a grown man. No, he don't. He looked like a fucking 12-year-old. You know, they're always trying to pull that with our kids too. No, they look like babies because that's what they are. They don't look like no damn grown man. And I get sick of them doing that to Black children.
See, this is the thing. This is something that I was observing for a number of years. I said, in America, we have become a group of separatists, which works in their favor. And this shit about when your child turn 18, you got to cut them loose from the house and all that. No. It's how your child is at home. You know, you want them to be productive and all that. But to just put them out there on the streets, I let all of my children know. You always have a place to come. This is your rest. Don't be out here worrying. So that don't be on their psyche like, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do if things don't work out. We're gonna work this out.
That's
so
right.
we can't be
you know my father even told me that after I got married. He told my husband when we got married, he said, look, if you ain't getting along with my daughter and things are just not working, you bring her right back here. Don't you put my daughter out on the street. She got a family that loves and cares about her.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. That's what he told him before we left.
Because look at it. This is how they want us. They put that shit in our head. We are stronger when we are together. See, we'll outdo each other on this, being a group of separatists, because that's how the system has affected us. And you know, it takes a minute to get on your feet out here, and they working against you. It's a lot of y'all. I know y'all didn't finish college and ain't working in your field. My son finished college. He driving for Uber.
Yeah. And it's very difficult for an 18-year-old in 2020 to be out there. Do you see the cost of living? Do you see the cost of these apartments and homes out here? Most 18-year-olds right off the bat can't afford this stuff. They can't.
No, they can't. But they want us to put our children out there on them damn streets, and they won't do theirs like that. Got me.
It's just like when she tells you, a white woman will tell you in a minute to leave your man, but she'll go home and submit to hers.
Yeah.
We got to stop listening to them. All the way up until now, we have been misguided and taught wrong and everything to sabotage us, to keep us from rising and being the true great people that we really truly are. And they know we're great people. You don't have to sabotage nothing that's inferior.
No,
you don't.
Yeah, we really got to get away. We really got to get away from that quickly, because I was looking at that and it was like, we can't wait to get away from each other. And I'm like, where the hell is coming from? And I said, oh, this is how the enemy want us and stuff. And what I'm loving about this, see, even in the worst of situations, like you're talking about, because I heard that video that you put up the other day about the cost of living and how things are extremely high and they know people can't make it. Well, because of Esau's greed, we're left no other choice but to come back together. It's working against them at the end of the day, where we're going to have to work out our differences. We're going to have to get along in the household and all of that. Where, you know, you can't go live on your own, you know? And it's working in our favor. And then when they get to hollering and screaming, oh, the economy's bad, I don't know, you know, they going crazy. When have we ever went crazy when the economy's bad? We don't know when the shit is
because it's bad for us. It's been bad for us for 400 straight years. It's all the same.
Okay. We managed to eat anyway. So when it's a bunch of us together and stuff, we just put everything in the pot and cook, and we're going to eat, and we're going to be good. So with them doing these type of things, they not realizing it's bringing us back together. It's naturally going to happen.
Yeah.
Some things are naturally going to happen. We're left no other choice. My son is he's 21 years old. He's at home. He can't make it out there by himself, but he's had his own business since he's been 14 years old.
Right. Now, see, and see another thing, another reason why we must stand firm and not go into any more wars. See, even if they come for us, they're going to have to think twice. Wait a minute. These people don't want to bear arms for the country. How do we put them out there? How do we know they're going to bear arms or run to the other side? Yeah. Always keep them in doubt, y'all. Always.
Always. This is how I was telling my husband. Never let a man know your strength or weaknesses. Always keep them wondering. You know, switch up your pattern in different things like that. And like I said, really, really, really pay attention real close, because I really want the feedback. We need to talk again. And how they going to engage us, because they ask is scary. Anything that feel like the scales is not balancing in their favor, they start trying to feel you out and see where you stand on stuff. They will approach you. I'll act like, oh, what's going on? Oh, that happened? Oh, wow, really? Oh, I didn't even know that was happening. You know, we don't pay attention to current events. All we do, we want to listen to music. You know, we all about that drama and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, you mean to tell me that's going on? Oh, I'm real dumb on your ass. Real dumb. You let the enemy, I always let the enemy talk first. Let them engage. They already think they're superior. And when they are scared, they will run their fucking mouth.
But I'm just, we're just letting you know, be prepared, because they go, as soon as they think something's going to jump off between us and the Iranians, guess who they going to make a beeline to? Us. They have a track record of coming to us when it all falls apart.
That's amazing how this thing is going. Because I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, when I did the video about that scripture where they talk about this. I can't memorize scriptures, but I know it's somewhere in Matthew when it's like because I was saying that during this impeachment stuff, you got the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and they're both jockeying for power, and both of them are equally evil. And they say the House can't stand, and we're watching it collapse, implode within each other and stuff. And so America is extremely fragile. We don't have a true leadership. All of this is a figment of the enemy's imagination. In all this, how I look at this country, you take a little piece of toilet paper, one sheet, and wet it, and you can put your finger right through it. It's all a charade. It's all weak. She weak.
Right. And thank you, Oliver III. And hey, look, they can get their model minority, the Chinese people. Since they're the model minority, they should get out there with you. Okay.
Yeah.
They're in a model minority.
Yeah.
Gave them that label. So who should help you more than them? But see, Chinese people got a country to go back to.
Yeah.
They're not going to fight you. You don't even see them in high numbers in the U.S. military. They stay out of that shit. And that's one thing the Black community must learn how to do too.
Yeah. So some of these things, like when I hear white people be saying, you don't belong here and all of that, they really speaking truth. Because I'm going to keep saying this. Because we just in our bodies. So it's a room full of them. One of us can show up and it make them feel some kind of way.
Right.
And I keep
and remember, even the trolling. Go back from where you came from. Just run. Remember that old fat whale that was in the swimming suit, Queen?
Yes. That one. I
remember from where you came from. They were directing all of that language, ladies and gentlemen, towards our people. Whenever they went on them rants. So no, since I don't belong here, I shouldn't be fighting in your army. That wouldn't make any sense.
But Lisa, check out how look at what the Creator is doing now with like I was saying, with the situation with because we're and on top of that, we're in an election season. And they're jockeying for power back and forth, and they want to be very dismissive about ADOS. The way Yahweh is orchestrating things, they left to come right to us, and it fucks with them.
Yeah,
it really does. So it's like, okay, now we are literally at war. We're in election season, and y'all need certain things from us. You know, you need certain things. He's orchestrating it like that. And I would be very dismissive of them, because see, like especially the Democratic Party, they didn't just blew off ADOS. And see, the reason why we have to keep talking about ADOS is the spirit of ADOS. The enemy could never make us whole. The enemy could never make us complete. But putting that shit in their face makes them feel unstable. We have to do it for our ancestors, the one that bled, and their blood is in the soil of America and stuff. It's a spirit behind it. It's a spirit, and they just want us to just shut up. No, we're not shutting up.
No, we ain't gonna shut up about a goddamn thing up in here.
No way. That's not an option. That's what they want you to do. Go along, get along, use you for what they want to use you for. Then after that, we just gonna go back to business as usual. America, business is as usual is over with.
Sure is.
Over. It done came to a head.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I was saying?
Well, I said you just brought up something good. You know, they were lynching black men in the military too.
Mm-hmm,
the military hung a lot of black men too. Mm-hmm. In fact, Emmett Till's father was hung in the military.
Damn.
You know, I'm sorry. We've been dogged out in this country for too long.
That's the thing that
gave all we can do. Look at everything we've tried to do. We've tried to assimilate. We have tried to learn in their colleges. Mm-hmm. We have tried to fit in on these jobs to no avail. We still get treated like shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand how some folks can lay down with them people.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It makes my stomach turn. They're people are horrible. I mean, are horrible. Lately I've been going, it's good to refresh yourself and really find out the how they really treated us when we were enslaved. And it was the one book that got me was The 30 Years of Slavery, where the brother was saying in this book that not only was he physically getting messed with, it was the mental games that they would play. It was ongoing, and they worked the dog shit out of us because when they started when the forensic team came through, when they had found that slave grave in New York, and they started looking at the bones and stuff, I never forget, it was one of a very large black man, and they said this man had to live in pain. I mean, we would work up to sundown.
That's right. Hard labor. Thank you, Fading Rose. Hard labor, y'all. Hard labor. And we did all the work. We built the foundation of America. In fact, we built the foundation of the world. And that being said, we're told we're lazy.
What? And another thing I want to get out, because I don't want this to get lost. I remember one day I was listening to this brother was talking, and we were talking about what we're talking now. And it was weak to me. He said, well, what we got to do, we got to, start uniting with these other folks. Even Yvette Carnell is talking that bullshit, uniting with some other folks. We ain't reuniting. Somebody in the damn cotton fields with us.
Alan Friedman, yes, I did. And thank you for the super chat. I'm so sorry if I skipped over your name. Thank you so much.
Unite? You ain't uniting with shit.
No. Yeah, I heard her talking like that too. No, we had enough of uniting with other people. That we like, what do we say? We have no friends?
No, we don't. True. No, we don't. And that's the kind of thinking that she got. She's scared to death, and she a coon. And she want us to unite with these other peoples and not say certain things. That's why I'm glad they're being exposed on this stuff. They can't lead nothing when it comes to damn ADOS. You talking about unite? And then I find out, and I'm going to present it. I found out on a fluke that Antonio and Yvette then hooked up with some white Christians, and they're supposed to be so vastly concerned about us getting our reparations. So they've been fronting some money to them. White people don't just front money to you. They want something from you.
Exactly. Yep.
But I got to present it. I ain't going to just say it because I want y'all to see it. I'm going to show my receipts. Then that's what they want to disrespect Claude Anderson like that, going in there talking about, oh, he didn't failed in business and he didn't did this and that. Some people don't listen real well. This man tried to start another Black Wall Street, had all the people in play. And whatever state he was in, the government paid them black people off for us not to have a Black Wall Street.
Yep.
They kept doing all type of shit where this man gonna get so he couldn't start anything, and then she gonna sit up there and say, oh, he's a failed businessman and he's this and that. People were sabotaging him, but then nobody gonna talk about Trump being a fucking ass failed businessman, and this motherfucker done ran through billions of dollars.
Sure did. What when they got his taxes from back in the 80s, he lost $1.7 billion. They said nobody in the country lost that kind of money.
That I can't fathom that.
Ain't no way you're going to talk about my people not being able to do business, and you got some asshole sitting up in the White House that lost $1.7 billion. See, this is why he don't want to reveal those taxes, because you know what? It's far worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's far worse than what he lost in the 80s.
And Lisa, you the one that told me. Tell the family why they really is dragging Dr. Claude Anderson. The real reason why. This is gonna blow you back.
Claude Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, was approached by Tone and Yvette to come and join them with ADOS. He refused. He did not want to join them. And I don't blame him. He got his own little thing going on. So from that point on, they've been dragging this man.
Mm-hmm.
They've been dragging him because he wouldn't join them.
Because it made no sense to me. And because I ain't heard him say anything ill about them or anything. And I was like, what is this all about? And when you told me last week, I said, oh, so they feeling some kind of way because he told them no.
Yeah.
So then they're gonna drag him.
Yes. I mean, I don't blame him. This man was fighting for reparations way back in the 70s. What does he need to hook up with them for? He doesn't need to do that.
See, if he
got his own work that he's doing.
If you know how to do things right, because we still need our elders, and because they're talking about he outdated and all that kind of stuff. We'll see. You need these type of people like him, because he'll let you know. Okay, see, we got caught in the cross here. That's what went down back in the day. All right. So, we don't want to get caught up into that and give the history of certain things and things that we have attempted to try to do and how the enemy do it. We need elders like that. He ain't no damn gatekeeper. And this man is in his 80s. Think about this. This man is in his 80s. And the enemy is always trying to buy you off, because they did it with Al Sharpton and all that kind of stuff. That's the other reason why
his ass was bought. Okay.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff. And so now Tone want to get in the streets and get gangster and pull up his sleeves and have fist fights. But then you want to be the leader of and represent and be the head of, and it's like this. I often say, when we're regaining our throne, we all got seats up there. And so when I couldn't get that word out and Lisa finally got it out, she said, yeah, we're supposed to have chapters throughout the United States. And we had them according to the needs of the different areas that we are in, because ADS goes further than just money. Yes, we want some money, but then there's other things. We need our education paid for outright. We need free medical and all that kind of stuff. We need to have our own military force. We need to have a lot of our shit that's ours from top to bottom. And so you'll know the needs of your particular community and everything. And we all can lead, That's why the thing that we have to learn from, it was like, I was thinking years ago about the situation with Martin Luther King when he died. It really, it was a gut punch. And they were saying that Abernathy was supposed to lead, and he just didn't have leadership qualities. No. You can't just designate one. We all the leaders. We all powerful. So it's like, okay, you done knock down one. It's many of us standing up. You can't take us all out. So you can't put all that energy on the one. We can't do that. We got to learn from that.
Right. But I know a lot of people were not happy with Dr. Martin Luther King, but one thing he did do, he brought us together.
Mm-hmm.
He brought us together in a big way. And that you saw, if you go back and look at a lot of the footage, them white folks were scared, senseless.
They hated
all of those black people united and marching through those streets. It scared the shit out of them.
See, I don't remember them, but the folks that I have talked to, they said they hated the ground he walked on.
Yeah, they did. That's why I don't, when they try to bring Dr. Martin Luther King up to me, I shut them down.
Yeah,
okay. I seen the footage of them talking about how they hated him, throwing bottles and rocks at them when they were marching. Nah, they didn't love that man. They hated him.
Once him and Elijah Muhammad got together and started talking about some things, and he started enlightening on some things, and he was becoming aware of stuff. And I'm gonna go back to the same thing. Martin Luther King was affected by the system too.
Yes, he was. And I didn't like everything about Dr. Martin Luther King, but one thing he did was bring us together. And look at that bus boycott. We damn near broke the damn country on that one boycott. We almost brought the damn nation down.
Sure did. And you know what, Lisa? When they did that autopsy on Martin Luther King, they said he had a heart of an 80-year-old man. I was like, damn. Damn. And yeah, it was. I'm with you on that. There were some things that I didn't agree with, but I'm not gonna put down.
No, I didn't agree with everything he did either. No, absolutely not. I didn't. But but the one thing he did, and when they stood firm on that bus boycott, that was off the chains.
Yeah, that sure was. Hey, KD, how you doing?
Hey, True. Hey, Lisa. Shalom, y'all. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we out here talking about not getting involved in these wars that we see coming up.
Yeah, the enemy
now.
No.
KD, the enemy is now trying to come to us talking about we need to unite.
Oh, no. Let the Gentiles fight their own doggone war. Since you're so mighty, you're so strong. No, you fight this your doggone self.
That's right. They got the high IQ. You should be out there defeating everybody.
Yeah, you should figure out how to take out Iran right now. Don't be coming to us.
Oh, tell KD what Trump said on Twitter.
Let me see. Let me read it here. Let me pull it back up. So this is
what he said. Listen to this.
So what happened was I was reading on Black Atlantic Star, KD, and they were saying that Black Twitter was dragging Trump pretty heavily. And so this is how he responded. Trump said this: I demand that Black Twitter stop making memes about World War III because I'm sending all y'all over there.
You hear that bullshit, KD?
We're talking about the draft dodger trying to make a threat to say that we should be in the front. The draft dodger?
5 deferments, KD. 5 deferments. Trump had 5 deferments.
He got a nerve.
Bone spurs. Remember? He had bone spurs.
Trump got a bone spurs. So they either be having him skip out on the war, but he act like he's so tough. He talks so tough in front of the military, but yet he dodged the war. He dodged him.
Trump is scary. I'm telling you, Trump is scary. The stuff that I be reading about him.
5-time draft dodger, y'all. That's right, T. Taylor. 5-time draft dodger.
His ass scared to go to Chicago.
Yeah.
He's scary. Talk all that big shit.
The hell with Chicago? He can't even go to Baltimore.
Yeah, he's scary. But I'm telling you, when he was giving that speech, that little there was a 4-minute speech. Now this is some major shit. 4-minute speech, and then that part where it was like, we ain't trying to go to war. Trump don't want to go to war. Now he's been very adamant about that. You guys, I can like now that Bush #2, his ass wanted to go to war. Trump is scary. He like to talk big shit, and he play around too much, but reality is setting in on his ass. And somebody caught that picture, and I said, I gotta show that. And I showed it to Lisa. He looked weary. Lisa said he looked like he got on some makeup and shit. And stuff. And then another thing I was paying attention to that I was mentioning to Lisa. Now they've been, we've been watching a lot of news overseas. Shit, they sending them Becky's over there. So let your ass over there. I don't know how Americans would want to still live over there. That's arrogant. And they think, and you know what? Somebody said something that was deep. That's why I always read our comments. Then somebody said, I ain't still heard the name of the contractor that supposedly got killed. I said, that's true. I ain't heard the name.
I haven't heard nothing either.
How we know that really happened?
Yeah, because they fake up shit all the time.
Don't they? Ain't heard nothing. You ain't heard about their family or anything. They just say some shit. It'd be a phantom. And on top of that, he didn't even go through the proper channels. I don't know who Trump is talking with. So
because that next
with all this,
bad. They said they are the only ones that can authorize a war or an assassination, and he went above their heads and did this whole thing to that general without
with all this talk about how Bush lied us into a war. I mean, 45, you've done the same thing.
Yeah, and it's an endless war too, KD, still over there, and can't defeat Afghanistan or Iraq, still over there. It just turned into a major disaster.
Yeah, you talking about opening Pandora's box. Oh, shit. Them people is pissed.
Yes, they are.
Lisa just read that they already shooting back and forth at each other because they had this man's funeral today, and that is terrible how they how oh wow, that was just terrible. This is what little I read over there, all the shit them white people were saying. You can say all kind of shit on the computer. Let's stand face to face with your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, and them very ones that talking shit, you think they gonna get go get them a gun and go fight for this country? No, they ain't gonna do that.
They'll talk the shit, but they won't go do it. And you can tell because recruiting is down in the country. So, all of these guys out here talking all this shit about, oh, they love their country. They sure not signing up for the military.
Yeah. Yeah, and then get all up in their feelings when somebody take a knee.
Right.
Ain't gonna bust a grape. Ain't gonna bust a grape.
For months whining about one man taking a fucking knee. Don't want us to have nothing.
It's such a contradiction. So when I was listening to how Trump with that speech, I said, do this fool really think that, oh, we don't want no war? He was a threat. He was such a threat.
Yeah, he said he killed him because he was trying to stop a war.
Boy.
Okay. If you believe that, all I can say is I need to know what's wrong with you. No, I don't believe that.
And the thing about that is that sounded worse than Bush said, oh, there's a bunch of weapons of mass destruction. It's slightly worse.
Right. But see, KD, I think this was planned out from the beginning when Trump went into office. Now, I want y'all to think about this. What was one of the things he did? He broke that nuclear deal with Iran. And you remember how everybody was upset and including countries that signed onto that deal right along with the US plus Iran. I think that was the beginning of them setting this whole assassination up.
Yeah, because I remember Trump, ranting and raving about Obama giving them 150 billion. I think that was the start of it all, just like you said.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, I'm so glad. Let me go back. Somebody had Maria, thank you for posting that. They deployed 3,500 more troops to go over in that region. Now, if your intentions is not a war, why are you building up the troops there? They're trying to build up the troops.
Yeah. But I wanted to piggyback on something that you had said, Lisa, and I had mentioned it on my channel yesterday. You was telling me about how whenever the people that's advising Trump behind the scenes, they'll say, well, Obama didn't do that. He didn't want to go to war. He's real gun-ho. Or if Obama did something, he'll want to undo it and destroy it.
Right.
So it's personal with this fool. Because when you're a leader, you have to think way past yourself. You got to consider the masses And we know this dude is on a personal thing. And then on top of that, what I like about all this, now he was supposed to be on vacation for 2 weeks, right? And look at how this vacation was. The first week he was still bitching about that impeachment. Now he dealing with this shit. That's why he looks so worried. Mm-hmm. I'll be right back, family. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
But make no mistake, those people are already talking retaliation. Now, Trump did a speech, and I was listening to it, and he talked about why he took out this general. And at the end of the speech, he said, Iran, don't retaliate. Well, who the hell are you? You know, you're telling these people they're not allowed to defend themselves.
First of all, you're going to put all of these sanctions on them, then have them not trade with the dollar anymore, and then you're going to get on stage to tell them not to retaliate? You big fool.
Yes, that's exactly what he did. And the thing is, those people are fired up mad. I went over on RT News to watch some of the funeral over there. And oh man, KD, you should have seen them white trolls in the chat going at them people, calling the Iranian men beta males, saying USA, Trump killed your little boy. What happened to your boy? He's in a box. You should have seen all the stuff they were sitting over there saying. Just completely mocking those people.
Yeah, one of
them wrote back. One of them wrote back when I was out there. He was like, "Let me get a hold of one of you white motherfuckers out here. I'm gonna cut your head off myself." I was like, "Damn, yeah." Those people are fired up mad. Fired up mad.
The worst thing to do is to piss off Ishmaelites. Now, I know Ishmael is like a bull,
right?
Yes. Ishmael is ready to attack. When you get at one of them, especially the one that they love so much, they're ready to retaliate now.
Mm-hmm. KD, this just came out 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago. Soldiers board flights as they are deployed to Middle East. These are U.S. soldiers. U.S. soldiers. This came out 4 minutes ago in the Daily Mail. So they just had this funeral today for the general, and they are already deploying troops to go over there and showing them boarding the plane. Showing these troops boarding the plane in the picture.
Wow. What arrogance. What arrogance. You really think you're going to send a bunch of opioid up soldiers to fight? Man, that is a mistake. I say 45, you big idiot. You don't know what hell you just got yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
You big idiot.
Earlier this week, they sent 700 soldiers. The 82nd Airborne were deployed to Kuwait. So I know why they're there, because if something do jump off, they're close enough where they can get in there. But those Iraqis are still showing up at the U.S. Embassy trying to kick in the doors and bust the windows trying to get in there.
See what you did, 45? You pissed off Ishmael. Ishmael about to dig in that ass. Ain't no coming back from this, 45. You done, man. You done.
I'm looking at all kinds of black soldiers in this 82nd Airborne, y'all. And they're headed towards the Middle East. Wow. You know, now this thing is about to get real. Now, I don't know if you heard me, KD, when I did my live stream last night. I told everybody Obama and George W. Bush were approached about taking out this same general. They refused to do it because they said they did not want to kick off a war with Iran. KD, that's why Netanyahu was always so mad at Obama, because he would not cooperate and attack Iran. He wouldn't do it. Thank you, Marcus Woodward. Thank you. Marcus Woodard. Thank you. Yeah, so that's why he was always sore at Obama, because he would not attack Iran. But now you see Trump, the lapdog, is more than willing to do this.
Netanyahu is puppet stringing 45 like he's puppet stringing him as if he was the perfect puppet, because whatever Netanyahu wants 45 to do, 45s walk over and do it.
Yeah. Oxyman, you need to get on the front line and fight.
Oh, Oxyman.
People over there, people like you need to go and get on the front line.
Yeah, you need to go help your people out. You need to go help your daddy out, Trump. Your daddy needs some help. Yeah. Oxyman, you gangster. You got to be about that life and stuff. You know what, KD, I was hearing what you were saying. You notice these European countries ain't really saying nothing.
No.
Trump on his fucking own.
No. They were a lot of those European countries were signed onto that nuclear deal. And even they raised hell about Trump backing out of the deal.
Well, look at this, Lisa. Look how he over there in the UN, this country don't even want to honor the Geneva Convention. And that's pretty much, if anybody don't know, there are supposed to be certain rules when you're in war. There's some rules of engagement. And so this country wants to stand alone. They want to stand alone.
Remember when 45 was arrogant, talking about every other country got to pay their fair share through war? Yes, this is exactly what's happening to 45. Everybody's letting 45 carry this out on his own.
Yeah.
And check this out.
Cap. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Look what he did within 4 years, because he ain't even completed the 4 years yet.
And he got impeached on top of that.
I mean, Esau can really destroy some shit quick. So look at how he done tore his ass with other countries.
Yeah.
See, in life, if you live long enough, you never know who you gonna need. I'm trying to tell you something I know.
That's right.
Don't get your ass so high up on your shoulders where that very person that you might have some great disdain for might be the very person that may need your help. So Trump wants to stand alone.
Let him do it.
Okay.
So for him standing alone.
So then he pulls antics every time he go overseas. Okay. And he tells bald-faced lies over here, and it's kind of cute and funny to some people here. And there's no consequences. You can't go to other people's countries and do that and just outright lie on them. Certain countries ain't going, them European countries might let you get away with it, but it's certain countries not going to let you get away with that shit. They will wait in the cut and wait and wait and wait. And I'm going to tell you, the best at doing it is them damn Chinese people. They'll wait till you need them.
Mm-hmm.
In this country, is on their own. That word is true. And it was ironic. The very day that all this went down, that morning, I got up, I started studying the word and about the issues that's going over in Iran. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna put up the video. And then the evening wasn't even out, and this man is killed. And I was getting ready to go to bed. And that's when I hooked up with KD and Mike. And I said, oh, hell no, I can't sleep on this. This is serious.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
I said, this is really serious. And
go ahead. You know that people one thing that his twin dummy buddy over of his over there in the UK, Boris Johnson, is quiet as kept on this.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to get involved in this.
Oh no.
They don't.
No. And see this fool, like, okay, I didn't think anybody could be as dumb as Bush number 2. I really didn't. It took me for one too, and a lot of people. And somebody must have told the word to Bush number 2, and he was like, hell no. I know that Obama no. This is when you dealing with some spiritual stuff, That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
This is biblical what we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't no plaything. And you willing to go along with that?
Right.
This is Proverbs 12 and 18 being written all over again, because ain't the pride going before the fall? Now 45 is about to help this country go into a fall.
Read that scripture, please.
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I gotta wait for it to come up. Y'all keep talking.
That's okay. That's okay. No. The only lesson the Black community need to learn is to stay out of this shit. That's it. That's the only lesson we need.
And the thing is, if you have some doubt or feel a little weak, we got the internet. Go back into our history and start just listening to some shit, how bad they did us. You'll instantly get your mind right real quick. Because what are we fighting for? You know, and that's why I keep going by the word. We already know how this is going to go down. So it's like, you know what's going down. So you're using your energy in the wrong way. And somebody, you said it, Lisa, and a brother said it last night. We need to start praying more.
Yes. Thank you, That Hip. Thank you.
Yeah, we
and Oxy Man, hold your own damn nuts.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Hold your own damn nuts.
Yeah, tell your
I got it right.
Oxy Man.
Oh, I got it right here, Terrell. It's actually Proverbs 16:18, and it reads, "Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." And this is exactly what 45 is doing right now.
Yes. Yes. And KD, there is no one more full of pride than this man. No one.
And you know what proud to get you. I when people, you know what I always say, I say I'm most humble. I don't even want it, because that pride, that word right there can get you into some foolish shit. This dude don't know how to think, or he just don't know how to think. You know, it's all personal. And so that's why I continue to look at things very spiritual and pay attention to those scriptures, back to praying.
Yeah.
And even on that personal, for not to cut you off, but look at how every time 45 mentions Obama, he is hell bent on reversing everything he has done.
Let him do it. It's going to be part of his demise. Lamel Prince, thank you so much for the super chat.
So basically, what Trump has done to himself is he's got that. Now he's fully marked. He's a target. He's a total target. He's a target now. He's a target, and I don't think he fully know the totality of it, but I know he feels something, and he don't feel comfortable. I can tell that. I could tell that, because, like I said, that picture. I looked at that picture. I said, "Dude, look drained."
Yeah,
because there's so much coming at him, and he's one of these people that likes drama, but I don't think he's liking drama so much, because this shit gonna come after him heavy. And like I said, last week he was supposed to be chilling for 2 weeks, you know, and he was all still bitching about the impeachment, all in his feelings, dragging Nancy Pelosi, and then this show up on his doorstep. I said, "Oh, the good Lord is, ooh, Oxy Man, hold your nuts." And
hold your own nuts. Hold your own nuts.
You out there, you want to fight? Get out there in them streets with your folks.
And if they're, you know, and what did they say? What did the alt-right people say? If Trump is impeached, there'll be a civil war. No, y'all said that wrong. If Trump is impeached, there'll be a white civil war.
Yeah,
we ain't getting involved in your bullshit. It'll be a white civil war.
Yeah, go get your alt-right groups, the KKK, the skinheads, you know, the meth heads, trailer park trash, all of y'all. Go down there and be about that life.
I wish I could tell our own that is over here to turn their asses right around and come back home. Do not fight in this war. It ain't worth it.
No. We fought in enough wars and came back and still got treated like shit. Enough with the wars. Enough.
So the more of us start praying, because we need full protection and protection of our families and things like that. That this is very necessary. I just want to keep putting that out there because I was told. That's what I was told. And I think you, Lisa, and whoever else, it was some brother that told me, one of the kings told me too, we got to pray more than ever.
Yes.
This is some amazing times we living in. Wow.
It is. It is. Look, we're only 4 days in the new year on the Gentile calendar. Look at all the shit that has happened over a 4-day period, y'all.
I was saying their new year don't seem like a new year at all.
This shit ain't no new year. This is the same old bullshit.
It's all just going into one, you know? Yeah. Boy, I couldn't have predicted this one. And it was like, Lisa, once you said things was gonna start moving quickly and stuff, it's moving quickly. And then I've heard some of our folks, and I can understand some of our folks have doubt about certain things because how we've been brutalized about, don't get so overjoyous about coming out of our captivity. Oh no, I have joy.
So do I.
I can see things moving. I really can.
Last year started with a bunch of school students. Now this fool done got himself into an unwinnable war.
KD, last year started with that damn government shutdown. You remember?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Did you get the grand total, Lisa, of how many shootings they had last year? I know it superseded.
Last time I looked, it said 414. It definitely passed 2018.
No, we got 365 days in the year, and they had over 400 mass shootings.
That's right. And look, they were going buck wild in them last few days in December too.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was ratcheting it up.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, that's record breaking.
Them opioids must have went straight to their brains because they were going buck wild out here.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, Iran is not our business, y'all. Iran is not our business. Don't make it your business. Keep your business in the family.
Yeah. And then I'll go back to this part that I said. People that follow prophecy real close. Like I said, there's certain things that we don't know, but our Father put certain benchmarks in front of us to let us know that we must continue to get house in order. Order. And I just thank you for the advice you gave me, Lisa, because that's the first thing I did when I got up today. Pray, and you may just feel the need to just do it. Sometimes if I'm out and about, I'll pray on my feet, because we got to have that hedge of protection around us, and we don't need to operate in fear, but we don't need to be foolish too as well.
You're right. That's right. You're right. We're pulling a Muhammad Ali. We need to go back and look at that footage when he refused to go into the Vietnam War. That was priceless.
Yeah, that was right. And you know what? And they ridiculed him for years for that. And then years later, oh man, they was just kissing him at his feet. He could. One thing that they thought about Muhammad Ali, because he would joke around and stuff like that. It was serious.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was very serious about what fighting for this funky ass country for what?
I mean,
they don't even want to take us serious for a vote, let alone want to help in a war. Hell no! You got this one, Gentiles. Go fight this one.
Yep, you sure do.
The thing that gets to them is they trying to figure out how can we do this without them? How can we get around them? And there's just certain things that keep coming up where they got to keep looking to the royal family and say, I'll be damned.
Well, shit, I'm gonna point them to the immigrants. So when they start turning to the royal, we just point to those immigrants that they prefer to protect and put laws in place and give them sanctuary cities over us.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Give them all this, stay in your house, don't come after them.
Oh, yeah. Let them know, don't open the door. Shit, they'll kick the fucking door down when it's us. I'm like, damn, don't open the door. Well, they ever told us not to open the door.
Never.
Please.
But when it came to us over there in Chicago, her mother and her baby ran around and got ransacked by these thugs. But tell the immigrants to keep their doors closed. So like Lisa said, go after them. You want them over here so bad, go recruit them.
Shoot, I bet you some of them right now packing their shit and bouncing.
They are. They bouncing right now. They gonna bounce right now. That's one thing about them immigrants. They gonna get the hell up on out of here. They gonna help you do nothing.
There was oh, it is. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you got 3 or 4 packages at the door.
Okay, I'll get them. Oh wait, thank you. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm always checking the door.
So that's the thing. Y'all can lean on your immigrants since you got sanctuary cities, sanctuary counties, sanctuary states, and you're keeping them shielded from ICE. Those are your groups you need to recruit to go over there in Iran.
Yeah, just like Booty Judge want to sit there and give them reparations over us. So go over there and recruit all of them that you can.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Don't come to us. We are done. The most dangerous Negro on the planet is one that's wide awake.
And that's why they try to keep them books from us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we ain't going back to sleep.
No, once we wake up, we wake up.
Going back to sleep. You ain't gonna rock us back to sleep.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. So they might as well just take this as an L.
That's the one thing that
That's right, man. You can get on the front line and scream, "Hail Trump!" when you get over there in Iran. Hail Trump! You just let them know that.
Yeah, hold your nuts. The one thing that I wanted to add to that is
hold your own nutsack.
I have said this having this internet and stuff. I call it the last frontier because we're spread on 4 corners of the earth, and they never wanted us to communicate with each other.
Oh, hell no. They never wanted this, True Royal.
And the beautiful thing about it is I love how we can quickly get each other up to speed on things. Because I've been on YouTube for 4 years, and I was how could I put it? I wasn't seeking this. It kind of just fell in my lap, and I always tell the same story that I was approached by Truthfully Honest, and she was saying, "Well, do you know who you are?" I said, "Well, I know I'm chosen. I know that." And then she broke it all the way down about the Hebrew Israelites and stuff, and it just resonated. She said, "Girl, you over there talking all this stuff." She said, "I thought you knew." And KD kind of had the same experience too with that same very person. And I just thank everyone. I thank Lisa and everybody for ministering to me and stuff. I mean, like something Lisa said, it was deep. When I look at the word now, it take on a whole different meaning. I knew it was right.
The best thing about it for me, True Royal, is the fact that I found out that we were royal. That's the best part about it for me.
You know what? I'm telling you, I did not know this stuff was in the Bible or anything. It shows you, it's like, it's a spirit. You'll know that person is a true Hebrew Israelite. I had to be told. I'm just speaking one thing, and now, and it's just, I don't even know how to even articulate the words because I'm so excited. I just appreciate that somebody pulled me to the side, and I had enough in me to listen. But when I told Truthfully Honest, I said, oh my goodness, my prayer's been answered. She said, what was your prayers? I said, I never wanted to be full. I wasn't raised in no church.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What mistress? You going gangster, girl. Oxy man ain't got no nuts to hold, y'all. Tell him to hold his own raisins.
Oh my goodness, you know how them raisins can shrivel up real bad. Oh my Lord.
Thank you, Cap. Lord. Thank you.
And what I wanted to add to this is when I was told what I was told, the one thing that I appreciate, because in this country, they want our men to conduct themselves very weak-willed, faggoty type of way.
Yeah.
Is that our men are encouraged to embrace their true nature, the way you came here. Mm-hmm. And that's the beautiful thing about being a Hebrew Israelite. We're not asked to compromise ourselves, to embrace ourselves.
That's beautiful. Effeminate black man. Thank you, Hebrew Lion. They love the effeminate black man. You know, that's non-threatening to them.
Yeah, and that's beautiful when because I've been around men who's been in the church and they act in a certain way. And I'm like, I know he don't act like that. And then I was looking at these Hebrew brothers and I'm like, oh damn. Now
I believe that was the whole purpose of church, and even the Kingdom Hall participated in this too, because we was conducted to act all soft and, you know, all mannerly and everything, but not show it when it's appropriate. Yeah. There's a big difference now.
Yeah. And that's all right, y'all. I love you, but I gotta cut this one short because I got my next hangout live stream coming. You know,
we got Bible study. That's right. We got Bible study.
Yeah, we got.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Lisa.
Anybody in the chat, you're more than welcome to join us. If you're not interested, then please enjoy the rest of your day.
Can I say one thing before we get off?
Go right ahead.
One more thing. I like to come back next week, Lisa, because I really want to hear the feedback from folks, because the enemy, trust and believe, Monday morning they're gonna be up in our ear.
Yes,
that's it.
Yep. All right, y'all. Peace, family, and shalom. And I'll see the rest of you that are part of Bible study. I'll see you in the next 20 minutes.
All right, shalom, y'all.
That was good.
That was.